Epic is the word. Epic is the word to describe Spencer and Chris, Spencer Burrows and Chris Dilbeck, because your story goes back before all of your bands, and it is really, your story also goes back to the beginning of Peacetown, because you've headlined Peacetown concerts our entire history. I mean, it's like 10 years of Peacetown with you guys being one of our favorite bands, and in the different projects that you've put together. So first of all, people want to know how you're doing. Chris, how are you doing? What's happening for you?
Yeah, everything's going good. I mean, anytime someone asks, I feel bad because it's, I'm kind of a homebody, so being at home is not too much different for me than what I usually do. But my wife Callie and I are doing well, and she's also part of the group, and we've spent time working on some music of hers, and so I've been fortunate enough to be at a job where I can work from home. Still, connect with people through, I work for Mesa Boogie, so still connecting with customers and talking to people. So I got to say, overall, everybody's healthy, and it's really unfortunate that the performance side of my kind of musical journey is kind of on hold at the moment, like it is for so many of us. But overall, I can't say it's too bad.
Yeah, good. Well, and Mesa Boogie, God, Mesa is like it's like the ultimate guitar amplifier for guitar players. So you're dealing with people that are really very, very cool, right? I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Callie, you've got her. So you guys don't really have to social distance all that far, do you?
Not at all. And so it's been kind of a wonderful thing, because she posted up, she's done a couple of videos called Jammy Jams, and and we did 3 of them. But it was just I'm very fortunate that the love of my life is also someone that I get to play music with. Sorry, Spencer.
Yeah,
I think you could say that about either one of us. So
yes, that's very true. It's very true.
How about you are the love of our life, Spencer. So how are you? How's it going for you and family? And
it's good. I've been doing a lot of parenting. It's been awesome. Parenting and teaching Zoom lessons online. Not Zumba. That I would fail at easily, but I've been doing music lessons over the internet, which is something that I had never done before the pandemic. So yeah, and the family's good. Everybody's, we were forced to create a swing set and a slide for our 6-year-old at our small Sebastopol apartment, because all the playgrounds are closed, there's a couple trees that haven't been closed, and the kids like that, but so there's been some good stuff, and I like Chris, I'm also very thankful to be healthy and be able to deal, be home and do little projects and, help my students with the writing songs and learning and playing and watching Chris's jammy jams. I'm getting envious that I don't get to do jammy jams with Chris.
well, I got to say though, Frank, it was when this whole thing came up too. It's Spencer and I, did make a point to just jump on board with Zoom and get for years we've gotten together once a week on Wednesday evenings to do songwriting together.
At an undisclosed location.
Yes, we don't tell anybody where, and but it's been it's been nice to have this sort of a format like we're doing right now, to be able to Spencer and I still got together every Wednesday, and it was a new way to do it, and we're still probably better at being in person together, but it was still wonderful to at least see his smiling face and work on some music together even during this time.
So you're continuing to write, I mean, because your last album, All the Same, which Spencer claims is now is different, and it is all different, no. But yes. The album is still all the same, right? I mean, that's correct. That's still there. So
it's all the same. No, it's pretty much the same.
Are you continuing to write material? I mean, you're writing new tunes all the time, right? Because you guys are unstoppable. You have been for I don't even know, 2002 or something is when you guys first started doing this juggernaut called the Epic Songwriting Duo.
Yeah, well, we started out as Frobeck.
But right now, here's Bill Champlin. Hello, you guys. Right now, I want you to listen and listen very closely. This is about the best band I've heard in damn near, I don't know, between Frobeck and Dirty Loops, which you'll hear about soon enough. This shit is good. This shit is really, really good. Spencer's one of the best singers I've ever heard, ever. And their album, which is available over here somewhere, I don't know, where are we? Wherever the merch table is, it's called 624. Get it. It's worth, so at any rate, this is our favorite album. Me and Tamara are running around the house singing Frobeck songs and have been for about a year now. So please give him the best that you can for Spencer, Chris, Callie, the rest of the guys in the band. This is Frobeck, everybody. Bill Champlin. Bill Champlin.
Yeah.
And
no,
then
I heard that before that. I mean, you've always had like these kind of names, but wasn't there a band? It was called
Function. Yeah.
Function. That's right.
Yeah.
Function. Well,
with Aaron Haggerty and Dane.
Oh man.
And Dane Lundy. Those. Yeah.
Aaron,
that was fun for a minute. We played one show. We recorded
it was the fireworks show in Sebastopol.
It was July 3rd. Yeah.
And then, what the heck is Spencer B and the FSDs? What is an FSD?
That was the Funky Soul Doctors, but before that was the Funky Soul Practitioners, because we kept getting funkier, and then and that was a point where at that point I think we put my name on the front of it because I was doing most of the heavy lifting as far as like getting gigs and like putting stuff together, and then.
Well, you were kind of the Mick Jaggers of that project, right? I mean, you were sort of. Like,
I don't know. I've never been a Mick Jagger, but I got the moves like no. But yeah, after a certain point, then we had 4 people that were, interested in making an actual band, and that's where Frobeck came.
So. Yeah, Tower of Power. Now, also for the North Bay listeners here that we have, I want to mention too that we're expecting you again in Petaluma this next summer.
Yeah.
In 2010, so everybody will be looking forward to you there.
Now, since you're talking about the North Bay, recently I became friendly with this guy. He's the leader of a band called Frobeck.
Arnold.
Yeah, they're a local band, I think, in Santa Rosa area, and. Kind of like a funky, Little Feet, that type of thing. But original music, really soulful. I was very impressed. But, I meet a lot of people, and they always want me to hear their music. And generally, I hear stuff and it's like, okay. But this kid came up and he was a nice kid, we're talking. And his name's Spencer Burrows. And he sent me a CD, and I put it on. I was like, wow, man. Songs are good. It's funky. He sings really soulful,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, really cool band though. They're in the Santa Rosa area. Throwback.
And Chris and I still are writing all the songs, and then we, then went through some stuff last couple of years, and now we're back to Burrows and Dilbeck.
Yeah, well, it's like the continuing theme of bringing this. Well, you guys have such a such a loving, passionately connected fan base. People that just really love what you do. And at Peacetown, we have always loved what you do, and every opportunity that we get to bring you on board in any way. And also, I really appreciate Spencer. You and Chris did you've always been available to do benefits and things like that. So you've always been able to put something together to make this music happen. So for people to get in touch with your music, I like the burrowsandDilbeck.com website. So we'll make sure that we have Burrows and Dilbeck. It's Dilbeck.com. But people can go to Apple Music, or they can go to Bandcamp and do a download, or Spotify, or they can stay tuned and listen to more music from Frobeck, right? I mean, from you guys, from Burrows and Dilbeck right now. I mean, that's part of
absolutely.
It too. So there is one secret though, Callie. I know that people love you too. I mean, they really do, and everything. But there's something about her. I don't know what it is, but it seems like she is a magical ingredient. Do you bring her on board for the recordings that you guys do?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah. She and I. After we record all the basics, Chris's dad has a studio out in Katati
Right.
that we recorded all all the basics on tape, and then we take it up to the Pro Tools at Chris's bedroom. But
Yes.
and Chris, by the way, like it sounds cheesy, but Chris is a master engineer, Berkeley
Yes.
trained,
Yes.
and so but the majority of all of the vocal parts that are these beautiful background harmonies and everything are Callie and I in Chris's bedroom after a hard day's of work and just singing until like it's too late for the neighbors.
Well, wonderful. This is how albums really get made. It's really amazing.
Yeah,
But I will say, it's actually a treat to have both of them. As far as vocalists and being, a producer engineer, it doesn't get much better than to have someone like Spencer and Callie, and watching them work together and work on harmony parts together, kind of in the moment, and they almost share the same brain in a lot of ways. Very different influences, but it takes no time at all to get these phenomenal harmony parts. And anyways, it's just such a treat to watch.
I know. Well, vocals have always been like one of the really, besides the funky beats, the way that the band sounds, vocals have always been such a strength. And Spencer, your voice is so unique and so incredible. But Chris, your guitar playing, it's like, it's magic when you guys play. So I think Epic really does describe you really well. So, hey, thank you for hanging out with us here on Peacetown. Thank you for headlining this show. And we're going to hear more from Spencer Burrows and Chris Dilbeck.
Let's get a little churchy. They would never play this song at church, though.
No, they would not.
Yeah. Somebody make some noise out there. Come on. This one goes out to the lovers. And I'm not talking about just the lovers I met tonight. I'm talking about the 15-year married lovers. 20 years. How long do we have to wait to live our lives? How much do I have to pay to break my love outside? Girl, must been locked up for far too many nights. Gotta be a way to do what's right, yeah. Not a crowd to wanna please you, baby. Not a crowd to wanna treat you right. Been doing time for no particular reason. Come on, baby, let me please you right tonight. Never stop wanting you, baby. I live to fulfill your wildest dreams, girl, 'cause of that crazy not to follow your heat-seeking love. Let it flow out, let it flow out, let it bust. See, yeah. It's not a crime to wanna please you, baby. It's not a crime to wanna treat you right, yeah. Wanna treat you right. Do it time for no particular reason. Baby, you know what we have to do. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Woo. It's not a crime to wanna please you, baby. No! It's not a crime to wanna treat you right. Wanna treat you right. Doing time for no particular reason. Come on, baby, let me please you. Let me please you.